Hi, good evening. Hi, Deepak. Hi, Shrikant. Hi, Amit. Hi, Jess. Yes, I had like 4 days of fever and backache. Now I'm finally good. Tomorrow I'll be in office. I think I got flu from my kids. Hi, Senthil. Hi, Brino. Yep, I'm feeling much better. Hi, Chirag. Hi, Shrikant. Hi, Kumar. Hi, Yogesh. And I really don't know why the people on Twitter have anything but to comment, and poke me. No idea why. Hi, Ramakrishna. I'm mostly recovered, yes. Hi, Zobiel. Hi, Ken. I'm feeling better, Ken. Thank you. So we need to figure out the market, how it is behaving, and let's see what we can evaluate from it. Let me just share the complete screen. The table is there, and so as I posted in the morning today, like right before the market started, that market is sell on rise and it's playing ping pong between two levels. Hi, SNJ. So let me say hi at 10 o'clock we'll start. Hi, Rick. Thank you. Hi, SNJMJ. Hi, Chirag. I really don't know why people have all the time in the world to come and poke me. So market is playing ping pong since market lost 4382, and if you remember, we talked about market is going to make new lows. We're almost there. It's make or break time for the market. I really don't think so. We're going to go up. We might go up, but it should be sell on rise because I don't have any reason for the market to go higher. So we'll figure it out today. What could be the possible or potential moves? Based on that, we can look out for possible setups which we can trade and see if they work out or not. Again, this market is not an easy market to trade. If you're not sure what to do, just follow a simple scanner, which I did. Open equal to low or open equal to high. That is the best scanner. If you want to use it, use it. Today, BA was a perfect example of it. BA open 161.25, high 161.25, made a low of 146. Yesterday, Google was 24.55, 24.55, and now Google is around 2200. So it's a very simple and clean scanner. You should use it, and I hope it will make some really good trades for you. You do not have to worry about anything else if you're sure about open equal to lower high. Okay. Then let's talk about, oh, I try not to react, but again, like I'm human, I'm easily poked. Hi, Atul, I'm good. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Vijay. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Richard. Oh, thank you for nice words, Richard. Uh, hi, Andy. Hi, Raghu. All right, guys. So let's start from the simple scanner once again. Open equals to low, open equals to high. And again, let me also tell you, like many people are asking me, how do I pick up the trades? Okay. So let me spend 5 minutes on that before I jump into any other analysis. First thing first, I do not jump onto a trade right away at 9:30, because every time I jump onto a trade at 9:30, I lose. The only thing which I do at 9:30, 9:31 is overnight positions. I try to exit them at open, because at that time the premium is really, really high. Like yesterday, I was carrying a Google butterfly of 2050, 2150, and 2050. So I was able to sell it at 19. It went on to make like 23, 24, but I was out at 19. So I was happy that I got almost 100% return on it. On my Microsoft butterfly, I had the bad trade. So it opened at like 35 cents, but I get out of it at 20 cents. I bought that at around $2. So that was a waste. But I do not try to open new positions unless it's 9:45 or 9:50. I tend to give 15 minutes to the market to figure out where it needs to move. Initial moves are quite deceptive, and it is not easy to trade them. So unless and until you're super sure, do not jump. Or if you have to jump, or you have that uh, kida of trading and press execution right at 9:30, pick up one lot. Don't go with more than one lot. And that lot should not be more than $300. If you're trading more than $300 for 9:30 trade, I think it may work one or two times, but 99% of the time it will fail. Better to wait. Market has about 7.5 hours of trade available to you. 6.5 hours. You can trade any single minute. So if you wait for a good opportunity, you will get good trades. Do not rush. That is the best thing I've learned. Do not rush. Wait for one or two good trades in the day. Take them and be happy. Let market go wherever it wants. All right. So usually what I do is I tend to see the market. Like for example, where is ES? If ES is trading in a zone where I find that yes, it's a bullish, then in my list, I look at any stocks which I have marked as positive. And if they're there, the good entry areas, I keep an eye on them from 9:30 onwards until 9:45, 10 o'clock. And also I keep an eye if any of these stocks from my list are showing relative strength, meaning if ES is moving higher, like in my watch list, if ES is moving higher and any of these stocks are correspondingly moving higher, if ES is dropping down, but those stocks are not dropping down, that is the trade I pick it up. It means that trade is showing some strength relative to the market as compared to the stock itself. So for example, 42606 ES is trading, it's about 63.63% up, which is more than 0.5% up. So during this time, I would see any stock in my watch list which is around 1% or higher, which is green, or anything which is at least 0.6% green. So if it is there, now I try to watch it. If it goes to, let's say, 42.15, does, like for example, I take Amazon. Amazon is supposedly up at 0.65. Now, if it moves to 42.15, does Amazon move to 42? 15 along with like 28.22, maybe 28.40. If it does, that gives me a thumbs up that yes, this can move higher. On the contrary, if the ES comes back from 42.15 to 42.5, 4200, does it hold its value or it's losing relatively with less speed? Then yes, it's a good trade to pick it up. On the contrary, if the market is going up and the stock is not at all moving, that will be the best stock to go short if market tends to give back. That is the simplest theory I use. And on a technical side, I use 30-minute confirmations from Heikinishi, which gives me a very clear idea where I want to go. If the flat top is there, I keep on holding my shorts. If the flat base is there, I keep on holding my longs. Any change on that, I'm out. You may take 15 minutes Heikinishi. Usually 15-minute Heikinishi is much better because it gives you good leverage on the trend and a good opportunity to exit. But I still prefer 30 minutes. But if you want to use it, this is how I trade. See, trading is very simple. Most of the people who make issues with trading is they try to think that they can recover their losses in one trade. They try to make trades when they have lost more than enough. They try to make trades when they have already done substantial number of trades on that day. People try to take trades even if the day is not on their side. See, make three principles when you are trading. You are going to trade maximum 3 trades per day. Allocate maybe 1,000, 2,000 per trade. Don't go like big blazer, all things. Even if you make 500 a day, end of the week, that's $2,500. It accumulates. If you try to make $2,500 one day, you will end up losing $2,000 next day. That's what I used to do. I used to make $15,000 in a day, and then next day I used to give back $15,000. So that was pissing me off. Now I have stopped doing that. I focused on only 1 or 2 trades, maybe 3 at most. Pick those trades, take a defined profit goal, irrespective whether the stock is moving here and there. If you make a goal of $500 a day, try to achieve that. Once you achieve that, put a trailing stop loss. Anything above your goal is a bonus. What it will do is it will bring your confidence back. Second thing, it will build patience. And once you realize the importance of it, you will not rush for any or every trade. Like if somebody posts in your group or on Twitter, oh, there's something popping up, you will not jump onto a trade and try to buy like with a fear of missing out. No, you will not do that. You will evolve a habit of patience. Market needs clean head. Clean head comes with patience. Not patience when you are losing, but patience when you're entering. When you enter in an equity at a right price, most likely you will exit at a better price. Most likely. So that is a very simple trading mechanism which I follow. All right. Use that. If you're still not able to understand, watch this video again to understand what I'm trying to convey. Second point which I was trying to convey, the first one was define the 3 trades. Second was define your daily goal. Third one, do not read unnecessary articles. Do not read any unnecessary Twitter accounts. Just go look at the chart, look at the price action. Price action tells you everything live. News will follow, but price action will tell you right away what is happening with that equity. Okay, try to understand that. These 3 rules, focus on them, and you will end up making much more money than what you are doing right now. All right, so let's begin the scanner. I'm doing the inside day. So first, Okay, let's do the inside day first. So Tesla has inside day, Nike, UPS, yes. So Tesla, see, I clearly mentioned the last time we did this session that when Tesla will break 987, it will go and hit 887. It did 887. Now it's trading well below that. So let's see where we are on Tesla. Has inside day. Nike has inside day. I do not have Nike inside day. Yes. Inside day. I'm just going to remove all this for now and make it blue. Nike has inside day. Tesla has inside day. Lucid Motors, I do not do UPS, Nike, now. QS now. Then the next scanner is open, low, high. BA had, Caterpillar had, even Nike had, Neo had. So they did really well on that. So from my watch list, I added Baba as my position. So I want to see Baba in this list. Let me just check out what I can remove. I definitely can remove Target for now. ESNQ and Apple. So let me also put them in sequence. AMD, Amazon. BA. I want to do Baba because I added Baba today. Cat has earning tomorrow. So after the earning, Cat usually gives good direction. So we can pick up Cat. Nike, Facebook, LMT, Lulu, Cook. Give me more tickers, guys. Goldman Sachs. I don't want to Walmart for now. We can get Goldman Sachs. Qualcomm is up. So I really want Costco today. Costco is looking good. So instead of LMT, I'm going into Costco. Chip, we already have AMD and NVIDIA. UPA, MDB, I don't want because that's too much information. Here, I will take only one. Costco, I have. PayPal, I can include because I'm removing McDonald's. PayPal or Square. Instead of Crowd, I will include Square. So, Costco is there. I have wiggle room for one more. UPST is there. Visa, like they already moved Visa and that MasterCard. Snow. Let's see for Snow. I think Snow I can make a note. So let's get started now. Let's start for ES. Since we broke 4382, last time we talked about that once we broke this area 4520 and the regression channel. See the combination of regression channel and the Fibonacci 4520. We made 4200 right here. Then again we lost it both. We made 4100. This time we lost again. And we are trading at 4150. Like we almost tested today, we tested yesterday. One more time we tested, bang on. We'll leave. We'll go down. So on the upper side, we have a very good resistance of 4260 now. Even previously, we had the advantage that 12 EMA was right there. We tested it and we continued like back to back there. But this time we have some serious resistance. 4260, 4295, and 4313. So it's not easy for market to jump. Tomorrow we have Apple and Amazon earnings. We can talk about Apple and Amazon both. But as of now, if I have to take a trade, I will only go positive. Let me just convert them into, because the trend is still negative. You see this, we have the flat base on the top. But if we break above 4235, which is today high, 4237. If we jump above 4237 or right in the middle, 4215. Why I'm choosing 4215? Look at this. This is the price action. This is the open price, which is 4215. This is the close price, which is 4215. And that was importantly tested. Since then, we could not close above 4215 today. We closed at 4211. So if we go above 4215, I think we can run for 4260. That's about it. I don't think so. We have potential to go higher than that. So I'm just adding one row for, I'm not doing ES today, NQ today. So one side is positive. Let me start with positive first. Then buy above 4215. Stop loss is 4200 very clearly. Target is 4260, 4295. And it's a stretch. We might test it, but this market is sell on rise. I'm giving it 40% because yes, sell on rise is still the theme. Unless we break 4380, I will not be sure that yes, it can go high. I'm only giving positive today because the numbers from Facebook are good and this will bring some positive momentum in expectation of Apple and Amazon. So 4260 can be achieved. On the negative side, sell below 4200. If it goes below 4200, which is, see, this was 4195. Yesterday it lost 4195. Here in this area 4185, 4186, it had some good momentum. Today, if you take out 27 points, it's 4180. So 4180 is really, really important. If you want to go short, that will be a trigger for short. Sell below 4180. 4200 will be a stop loss. Should not be no trade between 4200 and 4215 or 4180 to 4200. it is a zone where you will feel the choppiness. Either you will end up giving back money, or you will get frustrated by unnecessary trades, which are only eating up the premium. So better to watch above 42.15 or below 41.80. Now below what I can see is 41.50, which is our target, this one, and 4100. I'm expecting that we should see new yearly lows. So I'm putting it 4100 for now, but possibility of it going down is higher. The moment 4180 triggers or breaks, just short. Pick up the weakest stock in the list and just short it. And these are all Fibonacci's. And once we start leaving 4153, we are going into a separate level of Fibonacci, which is 61 here and 3397. So there's a tremendous gap around 4,000 on this. So we'll come to that once we are there. But as of now, this looks pretty prime. QQQ. This is 316. It tested that. We made the low and we made a potential. See, we're coming down from 371, 315. This is the yearly low today we hit on triple Q. So in this case, if we have to follow a morning star, because we are top from down, this is the big red candle and a doji right now. If we can get above, let's say this area 322, this could be a really big move towards 333, meaning Apple, Amazon posted some really good numbers. So this is a potential morning star on QQQ. I'll include both sides for QQQ. First one is a positive side, and it is making potential morning star on daily, which is bullish. So I want to buy anything above middle. So anything above 3, this candle is 327 to 316. So 321-ish, buy above 321. Did not change. Yep. Buy above 321 and 326, 333. 326.50, 333. 70% on greenish triple Q. Why it is not changing? Just one second, guys. I'm facing this. Sorry, I'm just fixing this. QQQ. Not sure why it is not changing the colors. So buy above 321. Stop loss I will check 326.50 and 330. 70% is the potential. And stop loss should be 320 or 319 roughly. So that's the possibility for QQQ. On the short side, we should sell if we break 317. Sell below 317. Stop loss is 319. And target is 315 will be broken this time. We will hit 310. In case Apple, Amazon disappoints. Then we have Apple. So I'm 30 to 70% ratio on QQQ. And looking at the Facebook results, tomorrow we may run towards 2 o'clock, 2.5, maybe 3. At that time, if we reach like about 42.60, I will book all the longs and try to make some short positions. Because I don't think so at that time we will have strength to hold longs. That will be a really, really good chance to make shorts. So that's my goal. It's sell on rise market. If it comes to 42.60, that's an appropriate area to go short. Apple. Last time we discussed Apple and we had a target of 154. It almost came there. Now it's making hammer. And if you see right there, it's kind of making a W. He came back here, top, came. If we have to break higher of this very big W, right, then this is the make or break point. If Apple tomorrow in the earnings post really amazing numbers, market will come out of this negativity and we will not make new lows for the year. If Apple disappoints, it could be really, really nasty. Right now, I am expecting Apple to post, I don't know, because it's looking at this, it's making a hammer at the bottom and it's inverted hammer. Usually inverted hammer at the bottom is positive sign. So it could also be a potential morning star. Looking at this, it's already like 3 points up. If we break above 158.59, I think we can run for 164 tomorrow. So I'm just keeping neutral on Apple. I want to buy above. Shit. This is messed up. Sorry, guys. It's totally messed up. Maybe it's picking up from here. Maybe it's picking up from here. I am neutralizing Apple. I'll fix these colors later on. I want to buy above 158.90. My stop loss will be 157. And I'm looking for a target of 163.80. 164.75. 60%. Yeah. So in case it goes up, I would love to short it around here. In case if it breaks 154, boom, it can go really, really down. In case Apple faced, like, you need to understand one thing very clearly. Let me just show you. On a 13-minute candle, I'm using Heikin. This is not a good candle. Well, let me just check for Facebook. See, this is a consolidation. When you start to see that the candles are not making newer lows and neither they are making newer tops, plus the flat top is getting different, right? Like here, flat tops are losing the flat tops and converting into doji. That is a basing area. This means it is about to change the direction, and it will. This is called basing. So make sure when you're looking at any of the charts, maybe ES or anything, when you're entering on 30-minute Heikin, make sure you just check this before entering, whether it is making a consolidation or it is actually breaking out or breaking down before jumping into a trade. So in this case, Apple, if basis around 160, okay, if it is up and it's basing around 160 tomorrow and not able to break out above 159, because 159 or area is the 34 EMA on 30 minutes as well, has not able to clear that in last few days. If it stays there and not able to break out, I think that's meaning it will face resistance and can go down. So keep an eye on the basing portion. All right, that's Apple. AMD, it's holding this. Again, you see right here, AMD is holding the 12 EMA. Is not able to breach this. And this is the blue line. Blue line, if I convert this into a daily, you will see this blue line. This blue line. It failed here, did not stop anywhere after the losing of this regular channel, regression channel, came here, took the support right there. Now, if it comes above 87 tomorrow, 80, not 86, 87. If it does, has the potential to go to 92. But the trend is still negative here. We have a flat top. So I'm just keeping AMD as neutral. And it's buy above 87. Target is 92.58. I'll just make it positive and positive. We'll change the colors later on. Stop loss is 85. With QCOM's good number, AMD can actually test 92 area. That's a good trade if you want to jump on. Amazon. Amazon almost came to 2,700 today, which is 2692. Last time we talked about this, the big M pattern. It was trying to flourish, but it made the bottom similar to what it had last time, 2671. And if I make a channel, if I join this bottom with this bottom, last time it bounced right there until this 3400 area. Not sure what's going to happen with earnings, but as of now, it needs some serious momentum to break about 2880 area. So tomorrow, maybe a run towards the earnings. You can see stop loss should be this area on the candle, 2780, 2780, 2788. Amazon 2788 is the stop loss. Again, it's a year run trade. It may, I'm expecting Amazon to post really bad numbers along with Apple, but it's a year run. Trading on year is totally different than trading for the year run. Buy about 2800 if you get opportunity. Target is pretty neat and clean, 2860 and 2905. Expecting Amazon to disappoint. Apple can disappoint. Pre-year run. Apple has some serious gaps to fill. If you see, all the stocks are filling the gaps. Apple, Amazon have gaps to fill. So let's look at the gaps for Amazon. There is a gap at 2164. Google filled the gap. As I was saying, there is gap at Amazon 2100. It's 2200 and 2160. So there is a gap. If Amazon disappoints, we might even come to that. Because Amazon has really going to face the challenges of the weak consumer sentiment. High crude petrol costs, union, all those issues. It may do good in the growth of cloud, but that's expected out of it. But on its e-commerce side, it could be a very big disappointment. Apple, same thing. Consumer sentiment can hurt Apple this time. So it can run below 157, can drop. I'm just mentioning below 2760 can drop. BA already disappointed today, but in the news, and look at this, BA lost its long channel which it was holding for almost 2 years. It lost that. What it did was it filled the gap. There was a gap here at 143, 148. This was the gap. This was the gap. The low was 154 and this was 172. This gap is filled. There was a gap at 143.38 and 150. So this gap is roughly filled. It's a small gap now left with 1% move, but that's about it. Holding this gap is really good for BA. It will try to come back and move towards it. So I have a very small trade on VA, not very big. Looking at the trades, I'm converting into 30-minute candle just to give you the level. If it holds above 155, so BA, buy above 155. Stop loss is this area, which is 150, close 152. Target is 162. Not a very big trade, but 30-minute candle trade on 1234. Baba. Baba look really good today. And since it has failed, again, it filled the gap which it has created. Always remember, the gaps are always filled no matter what. Gap is filled. This was the gap between here and here. So the gap was between 77 low, 82 to 87. It came to 81 and closed above 88. So the gap is filled, which is positive. Also, Nike has inside in on Baba. So gap filled play. I don't know what's. I'm positive on it. I already have a position of 89 calls of next week. My stop loss is 86. 50. I want to buy above this regression channel, which is 89. Target is 92 and 100. 70% positive trend. And I don't know whether you have seen the news regarding its money inserted by the Bank of Japan, Bank of China, but they were looking at around 500 billion yuan, something. So Nike, it's an inside day, it's failing and it's a hammer. See, it's in this range where it has found the support always, and it has gone away from the EMA. So with 120 stop loss, you can play Nike on neutral. It's inside day, so if it crosses 127, which is very high, so I will say 124, you're in the game. So 124 is the target for Nike. 128. And I'm positive on this by above 122, top plus 120. Inside play. It's a hammer as well. Inverted at the bottom. Facebook, we went long because it came to our area of 38.2 Fibonacci. And I was on Telegram call this afternoon and I told my team that yes, this is making important area. If it holds, we might bounce towards 210, which is a 34 EMA. 34 EMA is something it has struggled to capture. If it captures 34 EMA, I think it would be really, really good. 207, which is looking right now, may not be there tomorrow morning or maybe above. So Facebook is positive and 196 and above, buy above 196. Target is 205 and 210. 210 and 215. Because when the stocks like this starts to move, it has high potential to move. And stop loss will be 186. Perfect. So Facebook is right there where we have this good ER reaction. Costco. Costco has tested 605 and now back to 553. If it holds 553, it's not making like it's holding this area. So again, there's a possibility it might jump to 567. Costco, I'm just using neutral, but I want to buy above or buy near, I will say. Buy near 553 to 554. Stop loss is 551. Target is 567. Five five three is an important area. Then we have not Costco. We want to do snow. With cloud, like snow tried days again that it might break above the 12 EMA and go up above it, but it's failing. So not sure how much more it can persist for now. It's like it's at all-time lows, 164, 165. So if market persists, this is like basing, it's holding in this area. It has a potential of 190 and 210 snow if market supports. So right now I'm looking at 190 only, but if it runs dramatically. 210, where I need to buy above 180, 150. Stop loss is 178. Google is short on rise. If it fills the gap 2380, sell it. It has that gap. It will try to fill that and just sell it. 2383. Google is sell on rise. 2370, 2380, 2410. Target is 2320. 2280. Sell on rise. Goldman Sachs. This bank is holding this area. It also has some gaps to fill, but for now it's holding this area and making a hammer. So if it holds the 312 area, Google is neutral by above hammer's body, which is 314. Stop loss is 311. Target is 318 and 323. Inverted hammer. Microsoft managed 269 area. See, it managed to hold on to 269 and close to 78. Now tested this 291 exactly to the 34 EMA. Now, if tomorrow, if you want to short, you can short this on the rise with respect to 291. If you want to buy about 283 for 291. I am not positive on Microsoft. Again, it's a sell and rise theme for Microsoft. I'm just buying about 283. 283 for target of 287. 291. I will change if we break 291 to 298. I'll become positive if it breaks 298. Let's make it positive because I need to make this green. Nvidia, like all the chip stocks, Nvidia we discussed for 187. It almost came to 183, making a potential morning star. If we can get it above 188, Nvidia positive. 188. 186. Target is 197. 208. These number looks fancy, but it can easily come. Same with PayPal. We went long because it came to an area of 81 today. Tomorrow, if we break above 87, it's struggling in the after hours on 87 as well. If it breaks above 87, we could have a move on PayPal. So PayPal is positive after earnings. Buy above 87 with a stop loss of 84.50. Target of 91.60 and 94.30. No DR reaction. UPST. UPST is consolidating and failing. Like it had to go the 62 way, but I really don't want to do UPST. It might move, but we'll see. Let's jump onto Square. Square also had a hammer or inverted star, so 101 above. Buy above 101.75. Target is 105 and 112. React with PayPal. I'm just giving these numbers higher because these numbers are actually going to be a little higher in conjunction with this. Stop loss is 100. The last one is Tesla. Tesla is making a lower inside day. So Tesla, if reached above 900, like 887 was my target. It tested 887. If market breaks down, Tesla would be the its potential target is 929 for now, which is about 50 points. Either you can play for that. So let's use both sides. Buy above 900. Target is 929. Stop loss is 890. Or sell below 877. Stop loss 890. 845. 800. It's an inside there. All right, so I have pretty much completed what I wanted to. I'm sharing the link. If anybody's interested, come join for 5-10 minutes. And let me read this. Okay. UPST is annoying. Yes, it's not moving. Yep. 1234 by Microsoft. Yes. PLTR is not a good trade. UPS is a trade, but it doesn't move much. It's only like on the ER side, it moves and then we struggle. So guys, I've shared the link. If anybody's interested and have questions, you can come over and talk. QQQ, yes, post good numbers. IWM, I do not trade IWM because it's not lucky for me. Hi, Vidhi. Amazon, and as I said, Amazon is, I'm not expecting good from Amazon or from Apple. Oxy, Snow we did. DFS, nah. So these stocks, they don't give me that kind of leverage. First, when you're trading, you need to look out where the option volume is higher so that when you buy in for a good spread price. If your spread is bigger, it's not good for trades. Like companies like DFS, Visa, they have big spreads. That's why I don't trade them. Square we did, Nvidia we did, MD we know, Costco we did, Starbucks is not good, Costco, PayPal we did. Good evening, good evening. Okay, I don't think so anybody has any questions. Yes, Ari.
Yes, Naval Paji, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better.
Okay. Two questions. One is, for example, for NVIDIA, you said if it goes above 188, then we can take a call for 197
yes.
and 208. So general question, it should sustain for 15 minutes or 30 minutes before 188?
It should open above 188 first.
Acha. Okay.
It should open above, that's why it will become the morning star.
Okay, it should
we are
open
coming
above.
From top to bottom, right? We have the green candle. I explained this last time as well. A red candle on the left, a doji, not a clean doji, but a small body below the low body this. Mm-hmm. So now if you want to have a green candle, it should open above the low of this candle. If it does, that's a morning star and boom.
Got it. But for example, stop loss you put at 186. So
yes, that's the low here.
Yeah. So question is, we should exit if it hits 186 or
no? We should wait for 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
For it to see. In options, you cannot put a stop loss on a strict price. There may be small market momentum. It takes your stop loss and it's gone. It's better to wait for a price to sustain below a certain stop loss area. And if that sustains, you need to exit.
Okay. And that time period is 15, 20 minutes, as you said.
I use 30 minutes. You can use 15,
Got
30
it.
minutes.
Got it. And
What is
second
the
question is that I had messaged this thing regarding my Facebook covered calls. I sold for 215 covered calls. So what would be
I told last time, do not sell the calls or puts. If you keep on repeating the same mistake, I cannot help it.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm sorry.
I told you last time as well that selling option is the most dismal trade in a volatile market. Now, tomorrow, if it opens about 215, either you have to sell your stocks or you have to take unnecessary loss for no reason.
Okay, I get it, and I won't ask in future. What does it look like currently based on the price action?
It can easily go to 225.
Or by Friday?
Maybe by tomorrow.
Okay.
See, again, I'll explain one simple thing. The philosophy of selling option was there when you have one directional market. If you have a volatile market, never ever sell options. This time, Facebook, gladly you have not done 175 calls short. Otherwise, you would end up paying like $4,000, $5,000 loss for no reason. You are trying to accumulate $10 and you're opening unlimited risk against that, which is never a good trade.
I got about $2 for the covered calls I sold. So my
What's
cost.
the point? If you can lose more than $5 on that, what's the point?
Yes, I get your point. Okay, so other thing I said is if I have the ability to buy a Facebook stock in the pre-market at 207, 208, does that make sense? And then let that go at 215?
No. What if it dips to 195? That's why I said buy around 195, 196. If it comes in that area, it was in that area in the afternoon after the earnings, and it spent almost an hour there before jumping over 200. So if you really wanted to, you should have bought it around 195, 196.
Okay.
Now it's best if you can book the loss on that spread. Which spread you have? 205 and?
No, it's not a spread. It's a covered call, 215 call.
215 call for this week?
Yes, for Friday.
Just exit on the morning. If you get a chance, just do the very first thing, exit. But next time, do not do that. Understood. If it opened like at 280, you would have like made nothing and gave back almost like $6,000.
I got it. Okay. Thank you, brother.
Yes, Vivek.
Hi, Naval. Can you please look at Snap once? It has filled the gap, and like even Facebook ran really well. So can we expect a good jump from Snap?
Snap has to cross 28 first. If it does, it has a potential to go to 30, 31.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is 30, 31 best.
Okay. Okay. About 28.
28, I have the Fibonacci as well as the regression channel base. So tomorrow, if it has to jump, it should open about 28 and go. It will face resistance at 29.50 and 31.
Okay. Okay. My account is like little small. Like it's a small account, so I always pick up small stocks. Like if there are any gaps.
Again, that's a wrong perception. If you have a small account, it doesn't mean you cannot trade Amazon. Doesn't mean you cannot trade Tesla. Make spreads. If your account is $2,000, that's enough.
It is around $500. No, I'm a student. Like,
that's fine. If it is $500, then instead of making bigger spreads, you can take, let's say, Amazon, for example, 2,900, 2,910. Okay, that will cost you $1. Okay, so that's $100 investment. And if that runs, and Amazon can easily jump like 10, 20 points easily, you can get at least 3 to 4 times of it. See, you should think about compounding where you have better potential returns. If you trade Snap, you will invest maybe $200 and you may get $100 back.
Mhm.
But with Amazon and Tesla, you may invest $100 or $200, but there's a potential of making that $200 to 500 or maybe 1,000.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'll look into spreads now. Like I did read about like spreads. Like it is basically if you're bullish, you buy one call and you sell a call which at higher price.
Yes.
And yeah.
That's that simple. See, if you're looking at Amazon, right? Buy 2,800 call
Mhm.
and sell 2,810, and you need to do it right away because this is buy and this is sell, and maybe it gives you like $2 cost. If it
Mhm.
goes to 2,830, right, this
Mhm.
will become $5.
Okay.
If it
But
goes to 2,760, this will become $1. So the risk reward is much higher here. In case of Snap, if you put like 30 calls at 30 cents maybe,
Mhm.
for it to become 60 cents, it need to move almost 3%.
Yeah.
For it to move 10 points, it has to move 1/4%,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So when you have that advantage, use that. You will only make good money in these things.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll read more about a
Do
spread.
some
I
paper
guess,
trade, do some
okay.
paper trade, get a hang of it and see if it works for you. Trading in small trades will never give you good return. Maybe one in potential 10 trades, you will get one good trade. But trading in bigger stocks or spreads in Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook will give you higher potential of returns.
Okay. I'll look into spreads. I just started looking into spreads. Like if I have any questions, I'll post it in the group. Even others can answer.
Yeah, absolutely. But try them in the paper account first.
Paper record. Yes. Yes, no.
Be comfortable, understand how to enter, how to exit.
Okay. And one small question: as you sold some call, you like if you don't want to have it on like as a day trade, you sell it the next day. You buy back the one which you sold.
Yes,
Right?
next day. Yes, you
Okay.
can do the closure together, individual legs. It's a choice.
Okay. Perfect. So it will also help you from PDT. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Noel.
Yes, Rajiv.
Hey Naval, how are you doing now?
I'm feeling much better. Yes, thank you.
Okay. I have a question about the previous conversation about the covered call. So if it is a covered call, right, then it means there is the shares are already there, are being held, right?
Yes, but
So
if you don't know which price your shares are and which strikes you have sold, because right now, if you have stocks, most likely you have stocks bought at a higher price.
right. Yeah, definitely. If but otherwise it will not be unlimited loss kind of like which you mentioned, right? It will still be
Suppose
governed by what?
let me give you an example. Let's say you had Facebook stocks at 300, which was not far away, few months back. Okay. Now, if you sold 220 calls, right? Now stock came down. You're already in 8,000. I'm just taking one lot and 100 stocks. So if you have 300 price cost of 100 stocks and you sold 220 covered call. Now, if the stock moves up maybe at 235, you need to sell that stocks at 220, right?
Right. So 220 plus any premium, let's say
Which is
$5,
15.
right? So
But you are
$225.
unnecessary loss of 6,500, which you never
Yes,
wanted.
definitely. Yes, correct. So the idea is that one should not, so just for everyone's sake, if anyone is listening, right? One should not do covered calls less than their cost price, basically, if at all they want to do it, right?
I never
Just to
recommend
be
doing
safe.
covered calls just because it does not give you any good return. You're putting so much on risk for a very small gain. You
Yeah,
should
that's
always
true.
think on the side. And again, this perception was built by people who started trading in 2019 onwards, 2020 onwards. They thought that yes, market is one directional, just go and sell the calls. Just keep on doing that. This may have worked out, but in volatile market, in market where the stocks are not like uh, even Facebook and Netflix are like decimated. If you are on a covered call or if you are on a cash secured puts, it will be very difficult to recover your account. Anything else, Rajiv?
No, thank you, buddy.
All right. So we have Tarun asking for shop. Shop is something I think is back. It has one more gap to fill at 355. If we can get it, no, this gap is filled. 361 gap is there. 369, 363. That gap is there. 445. If it fails, I think 361 should be there. But this stock has been a story of last few months. Stock hitting 1700 and now trading at 400. 75% decimation. That's why I always said there's no long term. Wherever you can book the profit, book it. Right now, shop, if it jumps above 428 tomorrow, has a potential for 500. If market moves, it has serious potential. It has earnings in May next week, so has a good potential for a run. How far I go back to look at the gaps? I can go back as far as like 10 years. I don't mind. I just need to see the gap. Anyone else? We have AD, Ken, Rajiv, Vivek, Zahir. You have any questions, guys? Anybody wants to talk? I only use daily charts to spot the gaps, not the smaller time frames. Smaller time frame gaps are not gaps. Yes, Adi.
One more question, Naval Bhai. You say gaps always fill. Nobody has ever been able to explain to me, why does gap have to fill?
Gaps have to be filled because there was a pressure of buying or selling, which just took that thing over. Now, if that pressure is there, imagine like you are creating a building, right? And you missed a pillar maybe on the 7th floor. The building is going up, up and up. But at one time, building is looking for stability. You will come and you will fix that 7th floor gap to fill that pillar. That is why the gaps are filled, to maintain the equilibrium in the liquidity of that trade. Otherwise, that gap will sustain, it will go up. It will not hurt till the things are fine, but if things are going on the opposite direction, it will start to hurt. And then it will be required to fix that pillar if you're building a tower. Just think from that perspective. It's just to maintain the liquidity equilibrium properly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Ken. Can you speak now?
Hi, can you hear me, Naval?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. I don't know about this raise the hand feature. For some reason, I don't see it on Zoom. I tried everything. It's crazy.
No problem.
But Anyway, thank you for everything you do. My question is like when you're buying an option and the spread is like, let's say it's $6 to $6.50 and the midpoint is $6.25. What do you do when you have a spread like that? Do you just put a limit order in the middle or something?
Like I have a bad habit of buying at the market orders. I do not put the limit orders.
Oh, you buy market orders? Okay.
I don't know. I have a habit of doing it. Sometimes they are really, really good. I get the good prices. Sometimes I get unnecessarily higher prices. But
Gotcha.
because I don't know. I have a habit that if I'm looking at a price, because I'm waiting for some trade, if it is set up, I should just go and buy it.
Right. I see what you're saying. Instead of waiting for it to hit your price, if you feel confident about the trade, go ahead and buy it at market and then just see what happens.
Yes. And I also sell at the market.
Gotcha. Understood.
So that I do not feel that my order was never executed.
Never executed. Gotcha. That's a great help. Thank you very much, sir.
No problems.
Yeah.
Anyone else? I slept throughout the day, so I have time now. Yes, Vivek.
Sorry, you said like you have time, so I was having a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Like I was just looking at, like, for example, Apple spread. Is it okay if I share my screen?
Sure. Let me make you host. And you can share your screen.
Okay.
You're an Apple, right?
No, this is American Airlines. So, for example, let us say, I want to make a spread for tomorrow that like 160 and like this one.
Buy 168. Click on that.
And
now click on sell.
And 162.
Oh, yeah. Do that. What's your cost?
Like the price is like 94.
Yes. So if it goes up around 140, 150, that's 50% on your return.
I'm sorry, come again?
If the total cost right now is 94 cents, right?
Yeah.
If it becomes $1.50, $1.60, that's 50% return.
Yep.
But better is start with 160, let it go to 293, and then sell this one, so that your cost is less.
Okay. I got it. Yeah. Thanks, Noor. Yeah, that and like if it goes less also, at the max I'll lose $94. But and like they say that the break-even price is 160.94, and like what if the stock price is something like 161 on Friday? Like if I don't sell it, like I just wanted to know if I don't sell it,
it
and
will be $1.
Okay.
See, the easiest way of making a spread is start naked at 2.68, let it go higher to maybe 334, and then sell it. Try to sell the next strike at the cost which is near to your price. Like the thing which I did this morning on Google. I got Google puts at 27 of 2300. When 2280 puts came to 2728, I sold them. So net my cost was $40 for a spread of 20 points.
Oh, okay.
So I locked my profit. I have no money invested on that trade. And that's it.
Oh.
It's a free trade.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. I'll do paper trades and like I'll let you know.
Sure.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Can we please look at GM? Like, why you want to stuck with GM? It's not moving. It's not an inside day. It's not an inside day for sure. And I really don't think there's any trade in it as of now. No, there's no trade in it. It's still making lower lows, lower highs. So there's no potential positive trade on this. No. Uber. See, again, I don't know why you want to stuck with these companies where you don't find any return. Uber is struggling with this regression channel here. It needs to break 32 to give some level of momentum. And right now for me, it's making a bear flag. It's a bear flag. It's a bear flag. Yep. I drawn it wrong. Come on. It's a bear flag. If it fails, it will fall more. All right. Hi, Hubert.
Hi, Naval. Glad you're feeling a lot better.
Yes, it's been like 4 days. It's so annoying.
Yeah. I had a question about the spread that you explained earlier. So you said if you get like an Amazon 2800 and like a vertical debit spread, you buy 2800, sell 2810. You
Yes,
have a
let me
two.
just 1 second. Let me just show on my Robinhood account.
Okay.
Where is history? So see, this morning I started with 2300 put 429.
Okay.
I bought that at 2710. That's my cost. So net investment 5,420. Okay, and it was at 9:49 a.m. Right? Then I sold 2280 at 2760. My cost was 27. I sold this as 2760. So I got half the capital back, and it's 3 minutes into the trade. Then another one I sold at 954, 2700. So now I got 5460 instead of 5420. So my net cost was 0. Okay. And I have a spread which is running for Google. Then what I did was at 10:07, I did a put credit spread so that I can make a butterfly. I even took that 1400 out from that spread. Now I have 0 PDT issue. There is no investment of mine on the trade. Plus I got $1,400 addition to what I started.
Wow. That's interesting. So my question was not on this conversion of naked calls to spread. My question was for small accounts. So if you got a 2800 and you sold a 2810, and you said the risk to reward, you can get 500 off a $200 trade.
Yes.
Why is that? So if Amazon goes above 2810,
let's take an example.
Sure. I thought your limit was capped between $10. So 2800 and 2810. But you were capped between that.
So let's say I pick up a strike 2890. Okay, 28.90 and 28. So I bought 28.88.45 somewhere, and maybe at, let me just clean this. Okay, so let me take where spreads are better. It's like 5 difference. Doesn't make sense. Let's pick up Tesla. Here spreads are still better. So it's at 885. Call is at 19. I got one lot. And then I'm selling. Why this 11th February? Sorry. Yeah. So this is my cost. Now it could be $3, it could be $4, right? The maximum I can get is 10, because that's the limit between 885 and 895.
Right.
From 3, if I can get $5, if Tesla moved to 900, I'm in the money. So this spread will become $6.5, $7. I can make money on that. And possibility of Tesla moving $10 is much higher as compared to Snap moving 3%.
True. So if Tesla goes to 1,000, you're not going to get anything above that 885 and 895 that you put on there, correct?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
That's why I recommend people to start with naked call and then convert them into spreads.
Got
so
it.
that you can have your capital back. And that's why I
Last
showed
question
you.
about, so if you have a small account, would you recommend to buy a close strike that's almost in the money and then convert that to a spread? Or would you go
No.
out of the money and then convert that?
See, first of all, when you are sure about the stock
Mhm.
and the movement, always try to find the cheapest options. If you're not sure, then try to buy near the money. So if you think a stock is about to move higher, or a stock has broken down a support and it can go down more, then try to find a put which is cheapest, maybe 10 cents, 20 cents. Because 10 cents, 20 cents put can easily convert into 30 cents, 40 cents, as compared to $1 put converting into $3 or $4.
True.
That's how you compound your returns. But you need to identify that, and yours need to be quick to cash that out. So if you have, let's say, $1,000 account and you see Tesla is going up 900, it might go to 940. It has that momentum. Try to buy 980 calls. They may be at 20 cents. Buy 50 of them. Okay. As soon as it becomes 30, sell them. You made $500. That call from 20 to 30 will happen immediately in a matter of few seconds. But if you buy a call which is a $1,000 and reach 15, it will take some effort for Tesla. So that's how you need to trade.
Awesome. Thank you, Naval.
No problems. Yes, Dave.
Hey, Naval. Yeah, good to have you back after a couple of days. Thank you, man, for doing this every day. Thanks for your patience, perseverance with all of us. And yeah, I have a quick one. So I'm in the same trade with you on that Google, and we converted it to Butterfly, right?
Yes.
So now the theme for Google for us is sell on rise. So if tomorrow Google goes up, do you close that spread of do you close that, or do you just leave it?
I'll just keep it until Friday, because now I have nothing on that spread.
Okay.
Cost is like $30. So on Friday, if it somehow manages to close at 2280, I still make $4,000.
But you don't try to close the 280
See, if I try
and
to open it up,
261.
if I try to close one leg and if it goes other direction, I lose money.
No, okay.
So right now there's no investment into that. It's
Yeah,
just something which is left as
correct.
bare skeleton. If you want to take that $30 out, $40 out, it's a choice.
Okay, got you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problems. Hi, Varun.
Hi now. So want to check like if ES is making a bear flag on 2 hours, it is looking like a rising wedge.
See, again, I don't use 2 hours. I don't even have 2 hours.
Oh,
I need to create 2 hours.
or hourly also, that is fine.
It's not making any bear flag as such. No. Bear flag is like bear flag is like this. You are coming down and then you're bouncing in this range and you're making like this. So your candles are in this range. This is, you have.
In the channel is going up actually.
Let me just make 1 hour because I still have 1 hour.
Yeah, it came from top.
Yes, this is be a flag. That's why I said we need to cross 4260 for any meaningful. It's a sell on rise theme. It has a potential to reach until here. So let's see, because it is totally dependent on tomorrow's numbers from Apple and Amazon.
Okay.
So let's see how it pans out. But right now, if you look at the hourly candle, or I use like daily candles, I am looking at 4260. That's what I have in this sheet. Sell and rise is still the theme.
Okay.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, I think better to wait till Apple, Amazon earnings, I think.
It's like once you have a good setup, you wait for that, it will give you good money. If you jump into a trade, it will first negatively impact your mindset. Second, you miss on other opportunities. Third, you end up in loss. So why to rush?
That is. Yeah, that is correct.
I have done so much of this. So now I'm sticking to patient trades.
Yeah. Earlier I used to buy when the market opens. Like, that used to give negative results. Now, I'm also waiting like you, like 10-15 minutes. Thanks for that.
No problems.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. Last. Yes, Rajiv.
Hey, Naval. So that example which you showed on the Tesla spread, right? So the cost was around 5.7, right?
Cost was not 5.7 because the spread is bigger. In the live market, the spread will be much better.
Okay.
The spread here, as you see, 18, 13, 19, 13, 35, $14, which is much, much worse because it's the last few seconds where the trade happened. So if you look at the closing prices, the spread is around $4.50. It should be around 350. See, whenever you're trying to make a spread, make sure your cost is around 25-30%. If your cost is more than that, then it's not a good spread.
Correct. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's what. Because based on this example or the prices which it was showing now, it's still not a very great risk reward.
Yes, because Amazon, like if I open Amazon, it was spread difference of $10 to $12.
Yes, the spreads on Amazon, the prices are very spread anyway.
44, 49.
Correct.
So I was trying to use a simple example.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, Raghu. I think you're last now.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
You want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Now this is with regards to the spreads. I'm using a Webull platform. Can you help me to understand how
First
to
of
make
all,
this?
Webull allows spreads only to begin with.
Okay.
It will not allow you to trade one position and then sell.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
doesn't allow that.
Okay. Then it's not a good to trade on this then.
No.
Okay. Thank you. Then I'm applying this switch to toss. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll post this information on Twitter. Thank you very much. We'll see you Sunday.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.